Okay, we took a little break. Now, I was talking about other electronic devices. Through mobile also, you can have some bit of learning that comes under a small technology tool that's called Skillet. Probably when you are using Microsoft Office, probably you have seen when you place the right mouse button, there's one small icon that pops up. That's it. I mean, it's a sort of thing. You need help, or do you help me how to write and make a PowerPoint presentation, or help me in writing a mail, sort of documents, sort of small right mouse button click documents pop up. This is what we call a skillet. Now suddenly you need to know what is chipko movement. I'm just giving a small example. Now for that, suddenly somebody asks you, maybe you are in a party or you are in a social gathering, one small child can come up to you and ask you, tell me what is chipko movement. Now for that you may not have the right answer right at that point of time with you. So what do? Either you say, sorry, I don't have any answer. Next point, what you can say, probably you can type few keywords in your mobile phone, accessing GPRS connectivity, visiting the Wikipedia, and you get the answer, which will be maximum of 2-3 lines. Or you can get an LMS installed into your mobile system, and through which you can get a podcast and you get to know what is chipko movement in very short and brisk manner, which will be adapt to the situation, maybe befitting to the question that has been asked by the kid to you. So this is the medium of learning. Now everything that we access, even today you are googling something, even today you are accessing the wikis, even today there are different, even you are using social networks, your good old Orkut, your other Facebook and so many things. So wherever you are having discussion forum, that's a part of learning. Probably you can remember, I think in the first or second interaction which we had in your previous trimester, I was talking about like knowledge sharing, knowledge generation. If you by remote chance any one of you could care to remember, so you can understand that part which I was talking about. So now the other devices actually is catching up. It's very difficult to carry a laptop 24/7 with yourself every time wherever you go. Or maybe you may not have the internet connectivity right installed into your system. But what you can have, that is a small device, and maybe a mobile phone everybody carries, and through which if it is connected to GPRS, you can have a podcast being shot at you. You can visit those, you can read those lines, you can read those skillets, you can get the knowledge you require. Fine? So with that, we'll try to understand what are the different modalities do you have. That means different quadrants. I call them quadrants of e-learning. The first quadrant talks about individualized, self-paced e-learning online. Now, individualized content. Probably today I was talking about a subject which I cannot individualize for each and everybody, which is a generic subject. 180 of you has got to read it. Reason being, it's a generic subject, everybody has to study. Second thing, that if a course can be curtailed as per your need. For example, you are aware of those who are studying mutual funds. Probably there's one examination is called AMFI. I think mostly you are aware of. Now that's an examination part. So you can give one of them, you can give 5 of them, you can give 2 of them. It can be individualized. It's up to your choice. Self-paced, the way you want to learn. Now in this class, what happens, whatever I am teaching is becoming the part and parcel of the content. But had it been a self-paced learning, you can get the CD with you. Probably this lecture is being played live right now. So tomorrow, once you get the CD with you, you can read it even at 2 a.m. at night, at 3 p.m. in the evening, or whenever you are free. And when this technology comes to you online, so this is the first quadrant that's filling up, that's individualized or self-paced e-learning online. The second one is talking about individualized self-paced e-learning offline. So whenever you are reading from a CD or maybe an e-book which you have downloaded from the net, which doesn't require any internet connectivity, when you are accessing the services, it becomes your off learning. Second one, group-based learning. Now first two quadrant talks about individualized self-paced learning. Second one is talking about group-based. When you are learning in a group, discussion group, forums, probably community-based learning. Now these days, in states I was talking about, community based learning has